자, 오늘 할 게임 호그와트 레거시 이어서 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 퀘스트. 저번에 이제 비행 수업한다. 이야, 빨리 가자. 드디어 비행을 배우는구나. 이거 서브 퀘스트 나중에 하고 나 비행을 배우러 빨리 가자.
Lumos. Levioso. Revelio.
뭐 하는 거지?
Levioso. Lumos.
이거 그 서커스 개 모자 아니야? 안개가 좀 낀 것 같죠? 게임 초반이라 로딩이 좀 있는 것 같아. 뭐가 생겼어.
From their broom first.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Hello.
설레겠다. 나도 비행해보고 싶어. 빗자루 비행.
on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
이거 못해서 아예 비행도 못하는 애들 많잖아.
Now, your turn.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
Up.
이야, 재능 있네.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
아, 근데 이거 안경 좀 없애야겠다. 안경이 이상하네.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first
WASD
lesson,
컨트롤
fly through
스페이스바.
each
아,
ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property.
This is brilliant.
I want them returned in one
Wish
piece.
I had my own broom.
조작법은 쉬운데 되게?
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you
시프트인가?
around the grounds for more of a challenge.
아, 시프트.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
오,
Did anyone else see that?
난다 날아. 이야,
The old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
속도가 그렇게 빠르진 않은 것 같아.
Aquatic resident likes to make an appearance.
오,
once
뭐야,
in a
크라켄도
while.
있어? 올라가, 올라가.
That wasn't too bad.
그렇게 어렵진 않다, 컨트롤이. 다들 할 수 있게 잘 만들어놨는데?
Have a moment. I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
마음에 드는데?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak.
가자, 가자,
Follow
가자.
me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
근데 카메라 시점이 자유롭게 막 바뀌진 않는다.
Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for
풀포프
my taste.
기숙사야죠 이거?
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
폭발적으로 속도를 더 올릴 수가 있네.
Like it. You sure you're not part hippogriff?
근데 맵이
There's the
커가지고
famous
이게
bridge. Think of all the magic
빠른지
holding it
안
up.
느껴져.
I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
부엉이장.
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
마우스로도 조준이 되네.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like we're already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
아야,
Dismount here.
멈춰. 이거, 너무 빨라서 안 멈추네. B 빗자루를 해서 내리려면 B를 누르세요.
And where have you two been?
걸렸다.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
잘 타던데? 일부러
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
일부러 더 타고 싶어서 못 타는 척 하나 보다.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
나 님부스 2000 사고 싶은데?
I can't wait till all my sisters are at Hogwarts with me.
Spintwitches is open in Hogsmeade. All the latest brooms.
I do like Madame Kagawa. She's been tutoring me after.
If I could
I
afford...
wish I could afford my own broom instead of using my brother's hand-me-downs.
Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Slytherin should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
I've
수업이
not
또
forgotten
있구나.
about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Protego!
I know a discreet place near there.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
마법 콤프링고
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies.
나도 빗자루 바로 타고 싶은데 아직 안 사서 못 타나 봐. 아, 저번에 했잖아. 다시 있나? 열려 있어.
Incendio.
I'm not impressed in the least.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
You took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I
나
did,
착해.
but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
비밀의 방?
It's well disguised. Levioso!
아이고 아이고.
Lumos. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day...
Revelio.
I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets. But this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway,
오미니스?
the Undercroft has been
아까
a
그
perfect
장님.
place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells,
Really? Like what?
like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
여기 약간 비밀의 방 같은 데인가
It
봐.
may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets.
컴프링고.
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
약간
It's
장거리
tad hot.
불마법이네.
You'll get used to it. That's it.
I think
Well
I've got
done.
it. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is
더 알려줘.
exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
왜 동생이 또 뭐 사연이 있어?
If your sister is unwell, she may not want visitors.
Meeting a new
동생이
student
아픈가 봐.
is precisely what she needs. Trust me. She misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
Very well. Let me know when and I'll meet you.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the port key and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You
말해주자.
must
얘
promise to
믿어도
keep
될
this
것 같아.
between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
오케이.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Incendio!
어둠의 마법 방어탑이네. 그 불사조 기사단이었나? 거기서도 비밀의 방에서 막 애들이 연습하잖아. 약간 그런 느낌인가 봐.
Wait,
걸렸다.
you there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
큰일 났다. 어떡하지? 아, 팔지 마 일단.
Room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
되게 권위적이네.
You
안심시켜,
needn't threaten
일단.
me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
큰일 났네.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
그래도 친한가 봐. 다행이다.
Levioso! Lumos!
The Forbidden Forest? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Do you have any clue what kind of creatures live in there? You're lucky to be alive, but by God, when you come back, you'll wish you weren't.
누가 금지된 숲에 들어갔었나 봐.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
Boy, can you help me?
Revelio!
나중에. 이게 뭐지?
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
아, 그냥
Apologies,
말하는
Professor.
거구나.
Perhaps another time.
Of course.
Lumos.
잠깐 외형 좀 바꾸자. 슬리데린 느낌으로.
Levioso. Lumos.
뭐야? 뭐야?
Revelio. Lumos. Professor Weasley.
뭔가 이상한데?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
또 뭔가 숨겨져 있나봐. 비밀의 방이다. 이게 진짜 비밀의 방 아니야?
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real
필요의
need.
방.
Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have slipped
Revelio.
past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Reparo.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
마법을 못 써?
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
에바네스코. 에바네스코. 있다.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Lumos.
와, 되게 많다.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag.
옛날 책가방이 왜
Wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Lumos. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
이거를 꺼내서 하라는 소리겠지?
Accio.
올라가서
Levioso.
위에 있으면 못하는데? 됐다. 이렇게 이용하면 되죠. 퀴디치 고글? 아이고.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
이 필요의 방은 이제 그 뭐지? 해리포터가 아이고 아이고
Reparo.
안 되네. 해리포터가 이제 유물 찾을 때 나오는 그 방이죠.
Levioso. Lumos. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that?
저 퀴디치
Is
그거
that a
아니야?
golden snitch?
골든 스니치?
Perhaps you should summon your
Accio.
to find out.
아 근데 여기 진짜 크다.
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
아 뭔가 있네.
Accio.
여기로 끌어당겨야 되는데. 일단 밀어봐. 어우 씨. 일어나봐.
Accio.
끊기네.
Levioso.
점프가 될까? 아! 아이고. 좀 더 가까이 되죠.
Accio.
좀 밀 수가 없나? 밀어지긴 한다. 밀어가지고 아, 이렇게도 올라갈 수 있네. 이게 안 되는데? 여기로 가는 게 아닌가 봐.
Accio. Revelio.
아닌가? 일단 가자. 모르겠다.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Lumos.
와.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this
나이를
room.
엄청 드셨네.
I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that.
근데 여기 잘못하면 불나지 않아?
Time to focus on what you need. Just close your
영화에서
eyes.
말포이가 다 태우잖아.
Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
와우. 우와. 아, 멋있다.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah!
우와.
And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
책상을 사용하여 아, 이게 그건가 보다. 몇 개 있는데 봐야겠다. 자동으로 해주네.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes,
구현
the
마법?
magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
구현 마법이 뭐지?
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft.
마법서?
Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands,
광물이 여기에
it's
쓰이는구나.
much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
아, 여기가 내 로비 같은 데인가 봐. 야, 너 뭐 먹니? 다 떨구는데? 저 온갖 맛이 나는 젤리 사탕 아니야? 화분용 테이블을 구현하세요. 어떻게? 어떻게 하는 거야? 어떻게 해? 아, 마법을 쓰면 되는구나. 만들 수가 있어. 마법약 스테이션. 고딕풍. 이렇게 돌릴 수 있고. 사라졌는데? 못 나서 그렇구나. 여기다가 두자. 다른 거랑 비교해볼까? 고딕풍이 제일 어울리네. 화분용 테이블. 여기다 두자. 그림도 있어? 이거 화분용 테이블 아니야? 이건가 보다.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
감사합니다, 교수님.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
나 월장성 많은데?
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
벽걸이와 미술품을 구현하세요.
I would like to
생겼다.
teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
윙가디움 레비오사는 이미 알고 있는데? 장식
Good work.
와 마음에 든다. 이렇게 꾸미는 것도 할 수가 있어. 이게 내 방인 거잖아, 그치?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
개조 마법
Just aim your wand at any conjured item. The altering spell.
개조 마법 했는데? 그냥 위치랑 이런 거 바꿀 수 있는 그런 건가 봐. 색상 변경. 파란색으로 바꾸고 싶다. 이거 가져와서 다 파란색으로 꾸미고 싶은데? 여기도 바꿀 수 있는 거 아니야? 와 미쳤다. 다 바꿔.
Accio.
여기 다 파란색으로 바꿔야지. 저는 파란색을 좀 좋아합니다. 왜 안 바뀌었지? 뭐야?
Leviosa.
적용. 아. 오. 길게 누르기 하면 됐다. 이쁜데? 나만 그런가? 여기도 다 바뀌었고 이 카펫도 바꾸자. 됐다. 좀 이쁜데? 파란색 좋아하면 후플푸프 할 걸 그랬나?
I have some questions about alteration, Professor.
Yes?
Thank you, Professor. I have no more questions.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
우리 집이야 여기가 이제. 그치? 아이템의 스타일을 바꾸세요. 크기를 바꾸세요. 크기를 어떻게 바꿔? 따로 마법 배운 거 없잖아. 그치? 뭐 이런 거 바꿀 수 있는 건가? 야 말고 병 말고 이건 완전 가로등 수준인데?
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony.
이미 바꿨는데? 친환경. 헉! 이거 이쁘다. 이게 좀 나은 듯.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
달빛.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
오, 멋있다. 야, 다른 것도 해봐야겠다, 근데.
Quite a difference. Of course, you
야,
needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
이건 또 뭐야? 와, 방 엄청 큰데?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more
와,
space to practice spellcasting.
대박이다. 나도 이런 데 살고 싶다.
If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
멋있는데? 파란색으로 하니까 분위기 있어. 다른 걸로도 한번 바꿔볼게요. 도안 맞나?
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
다크구나.
What sort of
디크구나,
overall
디크.
look most appeals to you?
신비로운 건가?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Sounds perfect.
표정이 되게 귀찮네 이런 느낌인데? 여긴 약간 어둠컴컴한 느낌이네. 이것도 나쁘지 않긴 한데.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
자연에 있는
I'd like
분위기?
the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Sounds perfect.
그냥 밝은 느낌이구나. 다른 거.
I'd like to ask you about changing
그야
the room's
미안해 귀찮게
ambience.
해서.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
뭐 이건 왜 안 되지? 따뜻하고 포근한
I'd
느낌?
like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Sounds perfect.
그냥 좀 그 햇빛만 좀 바뀌는 거네. 이것도 나쁘지 않긴 하다.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
다시 안 되나 봐.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Sounds perfect.
그냥 한번 한 거라서 해석으로 뜨는 거구나. 기다려봐.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
달빛이 제일 멋있다.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Sounds perfect.
가자.
Revelio.
이게 뭘까? 테피스트리. 머리가 돈 마법사 바나바스가 트롤에게 발레를 가르친다고? 바나바스가 성공했다면 예술에 어떤 영향을 미쳤을지 궁금하니. 발레하는 트롤. 아이고 죽었는데? 어우 야 그래도 계속 가르치네. 아이고 불쌍해라. 그래도 열정이 대단하네.
Revelio.
아 멋있다.
Lumos.
When my grandfather went.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
나중에.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
같이 가는 거구나. 비밀의 방.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
여기 상자 있지 않았나?
To think it was beneath us all this time.
근데 이 교수님한테는 초상화가 안 보이는 거 아니야?
This looks promising.
우와. 반딧불이?
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
그래서 이름이 지도 내실이구나, 이 방 이름이.
If only you were here to see this.
이야.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
기억 안 나는데.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
시험?
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
부엉이?
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well
부엉이 탑
traveled
아니야?
than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
와, 멋있다. 호가트 여기 있고. 부엉이 탑이 아닌가? 다른 건가?
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
얘는 어떻게 먹는 걸까?
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Lumos. Reparo.
재능. 필요해 방. 은신. 다 있고. 코어. 일단은
Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
탑에 있는 피구 기술을 만나세요. 일단 나 빗자루 사고 싶어. 빗자루 사는 데가 어디지? 브루드 엠팩. 마법 동물을 다루는? 그냥 여기로 리스폰 해볼까? 화장실 좀 갔다 올게요.
My first employment was at Honeyduke's. Stock girl I was. I did put on a bit of weight, though.
A spot of failure is a good thing. Builds character.
My plan is to have enough galleons one day that I don't have to work at all. I shall spend my days baking children's hearts and denoming the garden.
Lumos.
어디 보자. 일단 외형 좀 바꿔야겠어. 나 흑인 되고 싶어. 흑인이 깐지거든요.
Lumos.
Ah, hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Hello.
Oh, come in. Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
보형 좀 해도
What
될까요?
services do you offer?
돈이 좀 필요한가?
What is it you might be interested in?
뭐야? 얼굴 색은 못 바꾸네? 그러니까 이런 흑인 머리 어때? 이런 거 괜찮은 것 같은데. 이걸로 해야겠다. 잠깐만. 오케이, 이거.
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
인종은 못 바꾸나봐. 인종은 마법으로도 해결이 안 되나 보네. 그리고 빗자루 어디서 사지? 빗자루 사고 싶은데. 여기다. 가자.
Revelio.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
뒤에 상자 또
Albie
있네.
Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver
님부스
Arrows,
2000 없어요?
Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
한번 볼게요.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
일단 팔자. 좀 필요 없는 거. 자,
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you.
삼십. 팔고. 파랑색이 높은 건가? 이게 더 좋은 거다. 색깔은 못 봤구나. 색깔은 못 바꾸네. 이렇게 하고.
What are we looking for today?
다 팔아.
Nice doing business with you.
불씨 대시 빗자루.
That item is of the highest quality.
뒤에 불이 붙어있네. 기숙사 빗자루.
That item is of the highest quality.
뭐가 멋있지?
That item is of the highest quality.
윈드 위스프. 이 랜턴 달려있는 게 좀 멋있긴
That
하다.
item is of the highest quality.
랜턴 달려있는 걸로 가겠습니다.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in,
Upgrade?
say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will,
무조건
to
해야지.
improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student,
아메다
Melda
레이스.
Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
좋죠.
That sounds
바로 갈게요.
intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and
Imelda
Imelda Reyes
Reyes.
will sort you out.
오케이. 갔다
Once
올게요.
you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
비행 테스트. 이것부터 하자. 근데
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
어떻게 타지? 빗자루 어떻게 타?
Revelio.
빗자루 소환 마법 이런 게 있나? 빗자루 소환 어떻게 해? 아니 너무 서운한데? 피차로 소환을 안 알려주면 어떻게 타라고. 검색해보고 볼게요. 기다려요. 호그와트 레거시 진짜로 하는 법. 탭? 아.
Protego!
이거 설정 어떻게 했더라? 아직 못하는 건가? 안 되는데? 아직 못하는 건가? 그러면 일단 텔레포트를 할게. 여기서 뛰어가야겠네. 아 됐다. 아 호그스미드에서는 못하나봐.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
하이롱. B. 얘인가 보다.
Hello, Imelda. Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
얘 좀 나대는 애였잖아. 나도 나대 그럼.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain.
얘가
Jealous
주장이야?
of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find
덤벼.
out who's the better flyer.
이겨줄게.
I hold one of the fastest
싸가지
times on
보소.
this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
경주해.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
순위권 가자.
Success.
부스터. 다 먹어, 다 먹어. 오, 너무 빨라서 렉 걸리는데? 아이고. 아이고, 렉 걸렸어. 아, 렉 걸려서 못 먹었다.
Made it.
아, 시원하네 그냥 나는 게. 가자 가자.
This is rather fun. Ho, ho!
쉽네.
Good. I've got this.
1분 36초.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
된 거야?
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat.
경주 순위표 32초.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
안 해도 되는 거 아니야?
Success. Excellent.
아이고. 그냥 가자 이거. 아, 포기.
No success there.
아, 32초를 넘어야 되는 건가? 돌아가라니까 돌아가자. 탭 3. 멋있다. 호그와트를 날고 있어. 아, 여기는 타고 있는 상태로 못 들어간대. B.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
기대된다.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates
기다려야
to
되는
speed?
건가? 나 그럼 지금 빗자루 없어? 빗자루 없...
What are we looking for today?
걸리나 봐.
Stopping by. Hope to see you again.
세계 지도. 경주 이벤트 또 하자. 또 뭐 할 순 없는 건가? 빗자루 이벤트 재밌는데. 터뜨렸어.
Revelio.
이거 뭐가 뜨는데 안 되네? 뭐가 없나 봐. 나중에 뭐가 있는 건가? 그럼 일단은 블랙캐스트 하러 갈게요. 와, 엄청 멀리 가네. 게스트. 가자. 와, 근데 밤에 호그와트가 진짜 너무 멋있어. 맞다. 처음 보는 데인데 여긴? 오, 안 멈춰.
No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Lumos.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
가자.
Well, this isn't ideal.
리키의 시험.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I'm famished.
Quickly now.
아, 이거 헤르미온느가 쓴 마법이잖아.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus
Totalis.
Well done.
돌 됐는데? 어이구.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
레벨업했다.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Afraid to fight.
Protego.
걸렸나?
Orders.
닦아주면 지역을
Directly from
수색해봐.
Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
그러게. 뭔가를 여기서 찾고 있나봐.
I will draw blood.
뭐야 얘?
Potato toast. That's your best. Confringo. Leviosa. Using your strong. I won't rest. Confringo.
아이고.
Potato. Showing up. How childish. I didn't quite finish. Confringo.